So hello everyone. Today we're gonna talk about uh, employee check-in, shift types, and holiday list. So first and foremost, the prerequisites for automatic attendance or automatic check-in, automatic attendance, automatic attendance. So what we need is to set our employees. So we have created 2 employees based on our last video. So we need to set their holiday list and their default shift. So in this case, we have the standard compressed shift and the holiday list. For this employee, we have a different shift, but we have a holiday list. It's the same holiday list. So how do we create shifts? So we need to add shift. You just need type the name, start time, and the end time. But we can edit it in in the full table. And we can enable auto attendance and put our hours here, but we're not going to save that. We're just going to look at shift type or the already created shift type. So once we click auto attendance, we enabled it. uh, we put in 60 begin check-in before shift start and begin allow checkout. Yeah. uh, Working hours threshold. So working hours below 4 is actually marked half day. You can change it. You can change it depending on your company's policy. So process attendance after, I just put in November 30 because I'm gonna create data for January or maybe December if I can. As for the last sync of check-in, just put in uh, uh, it's uh, basically only accepts check-in at this time. Yeah. So 60 for the early exit grace period, for the late entry grace period, 60 minutes, 1 hour basically. It's just very generous. Anyway, now that we've set up both the shifts, we just have to create a holiday list. So for the holiday list that we need to create, we just click add holiday list, then we can just name this holiday list 2 for from date. So we can just put in January 1 if you want, and it ends at December 31. So we can add holidays here manually if we want to. Just write in the date, the description of the holidays. But you can just automatically add Sundays and automatically add Saturdays. Now that we have uh, automatically inputs every Sunday and Saturday for the whole year. So then we can create a color. We can choose a color for the absent, for the badge, I think. But we don't need to save this because we already created one. So now that we have all of that set, we just have to uh, check if the attendance and check-in is empty. I think it's empty. Both are empty. So first thing we need to do is go to employee check-in. Now we can manually put in check-in here. Just add employee check-in manually, but we can do it the efficient way. We just have to import. Just add data, import type, insert new records, save, and we can download template here. We can choose to create the table by ourselves. So split this. Okay. First thing we need to do is we have to choose the employee that we want to import check-in data with. So we want to import check-in data for, they call this, for this employee. Okay, for this employee. So we need this name. We need to copy this and paste it here. Okay, now that we've pasted it here, we can just go back to the import page. So what columns do we need? We need employee, time, and log time. So I put it here. Okay, so the way I create data is I specify which date I want to create data, what data range, what date range I want. So I want it to be created the month of January. So I created January 1 here, and I just have to drag it down. Oh wait, okay, until January 31. So we have a month here, a month uh, set of data, and then we can create the time now. So what format do we need the time column? So we need it on this format. So year, month, and day, followed by the hours, the minutes, and the seconds. So uh, what we need to do after creating the date, we create, we randomize time. So we need to create time more for the mornings. So just have to put it here 7. I think I no I think yeah 8. I think 8 9. So it randomizes the hours between 8 and 9. So for this one, it for this digit, it randomizes the minutes for 7 for from 0 to 31. So okay, generated 902. Now we have to drag it down. Okay. Okay. So next, we need this formula. So this formula concatenates and combines the cell from D and E. So it just combines them by this format. Years, month, day, and hours, minutes, and seconds. And followed by concatenated between a single space. Yeah. So now that we have a concatenation here, we can just drag it down. Okay. Now that we have date, set of date, uh, we can just copy combination and then paste it paste it by text only. So you just press Ctrl and Shift together with V. Okay. So now that we pasted it here, all of these are time ins. So time in for the day. So we just copy this, paste it here, copy this, paste it here. Okay. So we need to create out. So we need to create out date, out time. I think. So uh, we changed the randomizer for the time. So just change it from 5 and 8 p.m. I think. 5 to 6 p.m. 5 to 6:30 p.m. I think. Sorry. So just drag it down. Okay. Now copy this data here. I no. I'm sorry. Okay. Now that we have we have a concatenation formula on the right side. It automatically created it. So we just have to copy this, paste it here. Control Shift V. We have an out. Copy this, paste it here. Copy this, paste it here. Okay, so now that we have this, just have to copy this. I have already prepared an extra sheet, so we just have to, yes. Now, just put it on another sheet so you can download it as a CSV file. Now that you have downloaded it, just attach the file, you upload, then you have it here. Okay, now that it accepts it, there's no error, just start importing. We didn't remove the Mondays and the Saturdays and Sundays because we don't need to. So I'll show you in a minute. So let's go to our employee and let's go to calories. Now it loads, we have 62 check-ins for him. So we just have to go back to HR and let's go to shift type, compressed shift. So we have 44 employee check-ins. So it automatically excluded all of the uh, excess check-ins that included Saturdays and Sundays. So right now, just have to mark attendance. So attendance has been marked for each check-in. So now that we have it, currently have an attendance for the employee. So all of them are present. Okay, let's go to the monthly attendance sheet and put in January here. Uh, Here it says WO. So it might mean it's a weekend holiday, I think. So even if I enter data here, it didn't actually put present. So it only put present on the other days that are not the holiday list. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now that's done. Can now we can import this data. So what? Let's see what happens if the shift type is different. And the time of out here is 6 o'clock, but the time of out from the let's see if the shift type for the end time here is 17, which means 5 p.m. So let's see if it accepts. Okay, let's go to employee and copy Rain Hopkins name. Let's copy the name. So we just have to change the name here and just paste it and then save this data. CSV. Okay. So, okay, we just have to check in this employee data. So, let's go to check in. Where's the check in? Okay. So, let's uh, import, add data import. So, insert new. Just attach the file that you downloaded. Okay, upload. So, make sure it's the right employee. So, start uploading. Start importing. Okay, successfully imported. So let's go back to the employee. Let's check. Oh, we have the same number earlier. So now let's go back to shift types. Go to standard shift. Oh, we have 35 employee check-ins. Okay, so we just have to mark attendance here. No leave record for. Let's see why it actually errored that way. Let's go to. Okay, clear. Okay, some of them were half day. That's why there's no leave record. Yeah, some of them are half day. Because the out time wasn't recognized, wasn't allowed. So let's say it's on January 5. So let's see the out time for January 5. It doesn't accept out times after 6 p.m. So that's the downside of this. Uh, it's the downside of actually creating data that's not for standard shifts. So you just have to be wary of the data that you create, or it will affect for the test data, I think. So it's gonna register half day. Yeah. So that's all for this video. Thank you. So I'll see you again next time.